Hi, I'm Peggy.
And I'm Laura.
And we're
UrbanBooz.
Hi, everybody. This episode is about hard cider. All right, I figure if I need to find a way to introduce myself to beer, I might as well do it through apples. I could be totally off, but here we go.
Okay, go ahead. Peggy's going to give you some facts about
right.
hard cider, because that's how Peggy is.
So me overanalyzing.
Right. She doesn't just jump in, go to the corner store and grab stuff. She's like, nah, I got to find out what it is I'm grabbing at the corner store. So she did research. So she's going to share some of her research with you.
So we got some 12 facts about hard cider that I pulled online. Number one, cider is one of the most popular alcoholic drinks in the world. Really? I thought that was beer. So here we go. And excuse me. Cider was the drink of pilgrims.
Right. They came over telling us we can't have anything alcoholic, but they got their hard cider. Mm-hmm.
So with that knowing, it's from England. Again, I was like, okay. And the reason why hard cider became popular is because water at that time was lethal.
That's why beer became popular. Water was lethal. You couldn't trust it. Wine, all of that. You couldn't trust it. And in the New World, they found ways to trust it. It was nice and clear and crisp.
And no bacteria.
No bacteria.
With the alcoholic levels in it. The second fun fact, cider was used as currency.
That makes sense.
So that's how the workers were paid in England through cider. But I think a law was passed in 1887 called the Trunk Amendment Act. The Trunk Amendment Act, which made it illegal to use cider as currency. Isn't that crazy? Another thing is, a third fact is cider can be aged, but you have to be careful about that.
Right. You age it, it ends up tasting like apple cider vinegar. You don't want to drink that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
You don't want to pay hard cider prices for brags. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Another fun fact, bourbon aged cider is a thing. They're using barrels to age the cider when they are doing it. So I thought that was interesting. So they're using red wine barrels, American oak, French oak, and bourbon barrels. And some brands are actually doing that.
Right. Seasoning the hard cider. And it gives it a nice another level of flavor.
Interesting. Another reason why I might try it, because I don't like the hops and all that other stuff, that barley that comes with beer. So
she hasn't found a beer she likes.
No,
we're still looking. That's still fun.
We're still continuing. Number 5, when at war, people drank cider, and there was a cider made from pears in England. And so they needed to use it as a substitute because they weren't getting any wines from Portugal and France when England was at war with them. So, henceforth, cider became a very popular drink during those times.
Okay,
stuff. And then if you ever thought about eating an apple that's used for cider, you wouldn't like it too much. Really, really tart. So, don't go trying it. If you're going apple picking, make sure you don't try the cider apples.
Cider apples, right.
Don't do that.
But cider apples are for cider. Eating apples are for eating, and there's so many varieties, and that's the beauty of cider too. There's so many varieties.
I wonder if the cider apple, is it grown here?
It is. It's
definitely
grown here. It's grown in New England.
Oh.
Angry Orchard has their orchards up in New England.
Okay, and we're gonna get into that about Angry Orchard in a few short minutes. Another thing they say, cider should be drunk warm. Ew.
But that's because the earth wasn't as warm when they created cider. It wasn't as hot as it was. And then here we are. Now we're in America, not in England. England doesn't get as hot as America 200, 300, 400 years ago. It gets hot here. It's 85 degrees here today. Exactly. If we have the luxury of drinking something cold, we'll drink something cold and enjoy it.
And this other fun fact, which I'm not too thrilled about, is that now hops have been integrated into cider making. Ew, why mess up a good thing?
I have to bring Peggy some other kinds of beers so she can
Please.
appreciate the beers and the different fruit flavors. And we're doing a lot with beer. Let's not be afraid of the hops.
Yeah.
To get over her hop fear.
It's just that bitterness that happens. I mean, am I the only person that it bothers? It just doesn't thrill me. If I want to have my thirst quenched, guess what? I don't want it to have a kick. I want to have my thirst quenched and my palate cleansed. It's like,
There's so many beers out there. We'll get to them.
Okay, promises, promises. Fun fact number 9: cider has been integrated into some pretty badass cocktails. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to find out what they are. So they said the high acidic nature makes it a perfect ingredient for cocktails. So because I'm like a mixer kind of girl, I think I'm gonna try that out.
Peggy's definitely a sangria kind of let's punch this up. So she'll definitely punch up a cider.
Maybe even a margarita with hard cider. What do you think? What do you think? The next one, it says apple liquor is the real hard stuff. I don't know what they mean by that. It says Applejack, an alcoholic beverage.
Applejack.
What's that?
We gotta get some Applejack.
Okay. Okay. I guess Applejack
Think
is
of like a brandy with apples.
Hmm.
Applejack. Stuff.
I actually use apple brandy in my sangria than soaking my fruit, but I
See?
never thought about Applejack. I was like, okay. It said another fun fact: cider apples are very sustainable. Okay. I guess they
apples are
can
good.
grow in all kind of weather.
Mhm.
That these are they're strong. They can be planted, fertilized, and watered and sprayed all in New York with this crazy weather. And the last and final one, it says cider is very, very popular in Spain, especially in the Basque region, in the Asturias. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Forgive me. My Spanish is a little rusty. They said that in this Basque region, they drink more cider per capita than anyone else in the world, than anywhere else in the world. More than England. Ha! More than Normandy. Okay, alrighty. Hey, those were the 12 fun facts, and now we're gonna get into
The
this.
ciders that I bought today. That Peggy wanted to try the Angry Orchard. I'm still kind of irritated. A thing happened earlier in the year with Angry Orchard. A young sister doctor, was getting proposed to by her beau. And they decided to go to Walden, to the Angry Orchard area, and have their proposal done.
Okay.
So the security says to the boyfriend as he's standing aside, hey, can I check your pockets? And looking in his pockets for
Checking
a
his
t-shirt.
pocket.
For a t-shirt, right? So he's like, hey, I'm complying. Let me show you what I've got. No t-shirt. So then he pulls her aside. He's like, come on, let's.
Wait, they thought he was a shoplifter?
Yeah, a $28 t-shirt. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then they ask her. She's only got her clothes on. There's no place to conceal the t-shirt. A little teeny tiny bag, but she dumps her bag.
Right.
No t-shirt. So then it's like, okay. He goes on with the proposal. He proposes. Now the friends who came with them, because I guess they brought people who knew that it was
Right.
going to happen. Everybody at the restaurant applauds. Like, oh, that's so nice. She's getting married. The friends come over to give hugs. Oh wait, you people are with them? We need to check y'all too.
Oh no.
Right. So,
Oh.
I mean, to Angry Orchard's credit, 9 times out of 10, they didn't maybe hire the security company that shook the young doctor sister down. Like, I don't know, she wanted a $28 t-shirt so bad.
$28 t-shirt. Give me a break.
Right. Maybe they didn't hire her. They did say that they gave her a private apology.
A private one? Oh, we need to have public when that happens because were
we-
accosted in public.
Right, exactly. But, they said they need a private apology. So, we'll see. And my thing is, I'm not drinking Angry Orchard because Peggy wanted to try it. She got the rosé. She got a red one, a pink one, because that's one of her colors, and she got it. I said, if you're going to try if you're going to try hard cider, you try some of this Stella cider.
I'm gonna
Why
hold it close.
Stella? Because Stella hired Black Superman to tell us to have
Idris
staycations.
Elba.
That's right. And if you care enough about my eye candy and you care that much about me, I'm going to try your drink. And I'm going to see if I can get my friend to enjoy your drink. And here's the difference, too, on the ciders. I've tasted them both, and I've had Angry Orchard before. Angry Orchard is kind of like, I would call it the Libby's or the Welch's of hard cider. It tastes more appley, more juicy, more... And the Stella... I'm going to pretend to be more sophisticated here, but it's not really a pretense. But it has a cleaner finish. Tell me how it feels on your tongue. It's a different finish.
And it's not offensive, like I find beer is. I can drink this, and I don't feel like this is something that I wouldn't have. I can have dinner with. I can have a fish with this. I can have chicken with this. I might even have a
Pork.
barbecue ribs. I think I said that in the other episode. You know, I'm holding on to summer, y'all. Trying to hold on to summer.
Pork chops and applesauce.
That's right. Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my God,
Because
yes.
We're pairing what goes
That would be
with
perfect. That would be perfect.
the cider. And it's nice. It's clean.
What about pernil? A pork-
pernil? Ooh.
Oh, roast pork.
Roast pork.
Oh!
Yeah.
This would be the bomb.
Yeah,
This would be the
yeah.
bomb.
Put this in some, the roast pork, the mofongo. The mofongo with the pork instead of the shrimp. The mofongo, because if y'all don't know mofongo, it's pork cutlings. It's not a lot of meat, but it is the plantain and it's been ground in. You have to look online for a recipe for that. Mofongo is a labor-intensive
You got to
dish.
find a Cucci Frito store and get it authentically.
Right.
You know,
It
get a
is
Puerto Rican restaurant.
labor-intensive.
Those of you who are not in New York.
Or if you go to Puerto Rico, go to
Get the
Miami,
mofongo.
get the mofongo, have this with it, and it's nice because it's a potatoey, starchy, carby kind of thing with the meat, and it's got a nice sauce and the garlic. You got something here.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with this.
You know what? This is one I think I can definitely try again. Definitely, because it's nice. It's nice, and it's something that I can easily, drink without feeling like this is something hard. And this is a grown-up drink without me feeling like, oh, I'm gonna get too high or too drunk from this. It's something I can really enjoy with my meal, and it elevates, and it's something different than having soda or juice for those of us who are trying to stay away. And isn't this gluten free?
The apples.
Gluten free, y'all. Gluten free.
The apples.
It's apples, right?
I like them apples.
Oh no. What are the carbs on this? Oh, it's so tiny I could barely see it.
I don't
7%. Okay, so those of you on a low carb diet, this will work. This is something you can add to the menu.
Yeah.
So all right, guys, we had a great time. I'm glad you kind of stayed for the long haul with us. This is what we like to do at UrbanBooz. If there are some hard ciders you think that we should try, DM us on Instagram at UrbanBooz. You can find us on Twitter at Booz Urban. We have a website, and certainly ideas can be shared across all social media, and we'd love to hear about it.
Okay. See you next time.
See you next time. And as we sign off from UrbanBooz, what we're all about is exploring what's good,
Sip by sip. There you go. Bye.
Bye.